Exactly. Do you know what's happening? Are you excited for it?
Extremely excited. I'm really excited because there's something new. It's happening for the first time, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So let's hope that it is as amazing as possible.
So, do you know who are gonna be there?
Yeah, I think Aggie is going to be there, then Radhika ma'am.
It's okay.
Aggie sir.
Aggie sir, and if you were to give a dare to any of those teachers, what would it be?
I would dare my teacher to let everybody sleep in class and to sleep in, don't put it on. But I dare a principal and Aggie sir to like start a food fight in the canteen. Yeah, that would be fun. I would join it.
I'll ask Aggie if I can wear ripped jeans in college finals.
Whoa.
One day.
Do you have any dares for the teachers?
Yeah.
I would like to see the teachers.
No.
I want Aggie sir to talk.
We don't want you guys to run away now.
Yeah, please don't run away, guys. Also, so today's event, Beyond the Blackboard, is basically about opening up and sharing our experiences with each other.
This is the first of a series of such events. Very fond of earrings. In fact, she's wearing a special set of earrings that was picked out just for this occasion today.
Ma'am, please tell us the story behind your earrings. When I went to ask her and when I went to ask all my friends sitting in the woods every day, they all wanted to know what is the secret behind that earring. And ma'am told me, please tell them I am more than my earrings. I am more of a person than my earrings. Yeah, seriously, I'm clearly way more. I mean, the earrings shaped everything.
Radhika ma'am, I'm sure whoever is in her class knows how she loves showing movies to us. Ma'am, what is with you and movies? What do you think? Why are movies necessary and why do you incorporate them in your classes?
Yesterday, during the break, I don't know how many of you all strolled in the woods. There was an exhibition put up by students of FI Anthropology, and one of the groups had chosen the topic film culture. So the idea of turning the lens is turning it in all directions, like a whole 360-degree turn. And I mean, the standard stereotype would be that, oh, cinema is a reflection of society and society is a reflection of cinema. Beyond that, there is so much more to it. There are so many nuances that you see realizing themselves on the big screen, and you see those lives happening in front of you. For all of us, most of us, I would say, we come from a completely different space. We possibly, cannot imagine a lot of what we are reading happening in real time, and movies give you like that opportunity to see the materialization of those ideas on the big screen. So yeah, I have an eternal love affair with movies, and I try and incorporate them as much as possible in the course.
Back to you, Pranali ma'am. So, while we were speaking the other day, you told us that you worked for a very long time, but you didn't really like the hoity-toity world, social. What was that field and why did you not like it?
So this is me in Delhi in what, 2000, end of 2009 and then the whole of 10. I moved to Delhi to work in this big donor agency. The guy who was running that particular program, I was fascinated by his approach, so I decided to, yes, definitely go to Delhi. I didn't like the place. I had a brilliant salary, but I didn't like it because I can't pretend to wear like these lovely saris and pretending to give comments of how brilliant work that we are doing. I don't think that people were doing the kind of work that they were talking about. So I just kind of hated it. I just felt like my brain was not being used. And I just hated every single day. So it's just a way to also tell you that not always a great salary means you are going to be happy and getting up every day and going to work. It can also kill you. Like, I hated it. So I left my job there. I quit my job and I completed my PhD, and then I'm here.
Just to start off, we wanted to ask you something which both of us have in common. You all both didn't start as teachers, right? You all had careers other than the academics. So what was your experience in that, and when you ended that job, was it everything you thought it would be? Because a lot of us go into jobs post-college with something specific in mind. How were your careers and what
I started off as a counselor, thinking I'll help people, but after about a month I was really tired of listening. And it was a lot of negative stuff, a lot of problems, and I was clear that this was not something I wanted to do full time. So it was very different from what I thought and what I really experienced.
Good afternoon. I first started as a marketing person, and then I did something called headhunting, and then I moved into advertising, and I had fun. It was amazing. I had a great time, and teaching was the one I didn't want to get in. But my experience has been fantastic. Yes, I loved every bit of my time on the field.
But why academics in specific? Why?
That's a simple answer. I was bad in academics.
So, in the course of your education, were you ever frustrated and want to give up, like most of us feel like doing? Very often? Maybe tiredness, something like that?
No, I never felt frustrated because of tiredness, but there were different reasons, and I did feel frustrated, feel like giving up. There were different reasons why.
Could you share one with us?
I did my schooling in a rural area. I came to Mumbai in 1978 after my SSC. So I joined St. Stanislaus. It was really a nightmare because I just couldn't speak a single line or a word of English. Except when people would ask me, what is your name? That was my favorite question because I could answer that. But rest of the thing I would simply say, I don't know. Even if I would understand what they were asking me, I would simply say, I don't know. I would sit alone in a class, not understanding what's happening, except mathematics and Hindi. I was struggling in all the subjects. And when the results of 11th standard came, I definitely felt like going back. And I told my father that I don't want to continue. I would like to go back. That was the time when I felt like going back.
A little bit about your college days. So you were a student in Xavier's. How do you feel the social life of a student in Xavier's has changed now compared to when you were a student here?
I was a student from 1984 to 87. I was a nerd, a stick in the mud, never participated in Mallar. Not that because I didn't want to, but I was too scared to be kind of, I kind of found it difficult to break that barrier. Joining Xavier's, the first barrier I felt was surely not language for us, but a barrier was that it was a class divide, I would say. There was 3 classes. People staying Malabar Hill and South, then Bandura, and then Borivali, Car. So we belong to the Borivali, Kandivali, Malad gang. So life has changed. The dress code was lax. I'm not saying it was right or wrong, but that's the way life was. There were people who could wear whatever they felt like. During my time, there was also an episode of a guy streaking from the hostel here right across to the main gate, sitting in a car and running away. It was on a challenge. I don't think such things can ever happen today. Not that they should. But well, it added some spice.
Also, sir, while doing my background research, I came across this interview from 2011 that you gave to Berkeley, if I'm not wrong, and you said something, it goes like this: if God is loving, why do you keep asking for mercy? Personally, I was hit by this, and and all of us here are quite inquisitive to know what, do you believe in God?
I believe in a supreme being existing.
Okay.
But don't make me take him into a religious context. I'm not going to ritualize this God. I'm going to say that there has to be a creator. Logic compels me to say that, and therefore I'm going to say there has to be a creator. But don't make me ritualize this God.
Also, sir, I was going around and asking my friends one day, or people sitting in the wood, what would be that one question that they'd like to ask you. A lot of them wanted to know, why did you leave the Jesuits?
Because it was too holy. I went to the Jesuits thinking that I would become a revolutionary, and then it turned out I had to go to church every day, I had to say mass and prayers and those kind of things. I found it, and I thought I would be a humbug if I had to continue that way, because it would be very easy for me to hide my non-religious, my non-holy aspect and continue into it. So I thought I would have been a humbug, and therefore on very amicable, on very friendly terms, I parted from the Jesuits.